All right, what's up, traders? It's Team Tits and Pips here once again, and we are here to criticize or review, as I would like to say. We're gonna look at another course, this time by KB Trading, and KB was so nice enough. He actually reached out to me, said he got a brand new course, that Advanced Traders course just launched. Why don't you get early access for free? So took him up on his offer. We're gonna look at the course right now, and then I'm gonna come back with a review. Let's do it. Course
Review.
All right, guys, so you guys know how this goes. We're going to look at a number of different things. I have a criteria of what I think is important in a Forex course. Number one being risk management. I really want them to be pushing risk management. Number two, we're going to be looking at the actual trading strategy. The trading strategy breaks down into three things. One, is it something that's different than what you can learn on YouTube for free? Are they able to explain their strategy well? Get the cat out of the way. How many cats are in their videos? And is there any sort of data validation, or is there any reason to believe that this strategy will exist? That's going to be the breakdown of the actual strategy itself, and that is the most important part of the course, I think. That's what you guys are looking for, because you guys really want to just make money. Is that not fair? True. So then we're also going to look at, is there any sort of psychology help? This is also nice. It's not a requirement, but it's a good aid to get that bonus point in the course there. And then we're going to do a general overall feel of the course. You know, did they put in solid effort and whatnot? So diving right into it, let's go. All right, guys, so I finished my sushi. I got me some tea now, and it is boiling hot.
It's hot.
All right, so starting off with the first one here, risk management, guys. And KB Trading, Sam here, he's done something a little bit different than I expected. I expect if somebody's going to talk about risk management, they're going to talk about something boring like risk 2% of your trade, your capital per trade. This is how you calculate that. You know, this is kind of things that I've talked about in my course and whatnot. He's gone to another level here. He's talking about trailing your stops in terms of how we're actually going to look at that in the market structure, and how we're going to be cutting our losers early if it does go against us. And this is above and beyond what I would actually expect in terms of risk management. All I really want to see in a course is, do they advocate proper risk management? This is above and beyond, and he's gone ahead and he said, okay, this is proper risk management, and then this is how we're actually going to manage our trades live, right? Do you see the difference here, right? So this is something that's above and beyond. I absolutely love it. That's a great first start off for him. Let's dive into the actual strategy stuff. The course is structured in a way where there's no set strategy. He's really teaching more a general knowledge of the market, and that may sound simplistic, but it's actually, he's done a good job. It is a more advanced course. This would definitely help you in understanding the market a little bit better. It doesn't go deep into why things are happening, but he tells you, okay, this is what's going to happen when you see this, but he doesn't really talk about so much the logic of why those things cause the actual market to move this in this way, right? You know, it's not necessarily needed. That's something that I would love to have in this course if there was, but not exactly needed for everybody's knowledge. So to go over the, I guess, the strategy in a sense, he's kind of touched on different things, like how are we going to be identifying the general bias? How are we going to be using these different tools to our advantage? How are these different market structures going to be helping us? And then you're going to have to build all that into your own intuition and your own logic of when you're looking at the chart. This is something that I have the biggest beef with in this course in particular, is that there's no set rules to follow. This is a course that it's going to teach you a lot, but you're really not going to be able to follow like a strict system that says 60% of the time when I see that, it's going to work in this way, right? It's generally a very feel-based trading system. And this is something that I've noticed. I've actually looked at a lot of people's courses in the past. I remember watching Trader Dante's course, and there was no strategy. He's an amazing trader, but his trading is very intuitive, right? And Dante's been trading for I think 20 years or something like that. So that makes perfect sense why he'd just be trading intuitively. I don't know about KB so much. I don't think he's been trading that long. Either way, the content is there. It's just not something that's easy to follow for a beginner. So it's much more advanced, and I don't know if it'd be very easy to pick up in itself. That being said, from my understanding, he is able to read the charts properly. He knows what he's talking about when figuring out the bias. He knows how he's trying to figure out entries and whatnot. I can't say for yes or not if the strategies he's using is purely profitable because it's very vibe based, right? So it would be very, very emotionally heavily driven. So the trader's emotions are really going to control this, and you're going to have to really master that psychology. So hopefully he's got some good psychology coming into the course here too that might be able to help you. In terms of data collection, he does teach you how to collect the data and look at the charts and whatnot. Teaches you how to build backtesting models, things like this. He shows you some charts of his backtesting and whatnot. It's a little bit, again, it's a little bit ambiguous of how the strategy is actually going to be working. So all I can say is, do I think that he is making money with the way he trades? I have no reason to believe that he wouldn't be making money based off of what I've seen. That being said, I don't think somebody just learning this for the first time would be able to make money off of just listening to the course. That's all I have to say as a caveat, because it is very difficult to kind of understand what you're going to have to be doing, right? Just because he knows what he's doing doesn't mean that you're going to be able to pick it up very easily. Psychology on the course, this is something that I would really love to be brought up in the course, because it is such a course that's going to be emotionally driven. You're going to need some sort of way for teaching beginners, basically people who are learning this for the first time, how to actually follow the rules, because it's a very loosely based rule system, because there's a lot of different things that he covers and a lot of different entry requirements and whatnot. Just going off of a flow is not a good way to learn, in my opinion. So there's lacking on the psychology side of things, even though there's the risk management and everything there, and it's structured quite well. It's a quite good course. It's just something that I think is going to be the biggest hurdle for anyone learning this. Is a lot of these people are going to be kind of lost in what they have to do when it actually comes to them live testing it. Sure, it'll all make sense when you're listening to it, but then when you go into it live, there's still going to be a lot of struggling. That doesn't mean that this isn't going to help you, though. So the general feel of the course, guys, it's a great course. It teaches things properly. It teaches an advanced version of what you can find for free. That's my opinion. It's nothing like super crazy detailed, but it is going to give you that extra little bit of knowledge. And I would say that this is a pretty damn good course. He's laid it out very well. It's very professionally made. He structures it properly. He's able to clearly explain what he's talking about. It's a very professionally made course, unlike some of the other courses I've looked at. Again, the only thing that I need more from is a very strict rule-based system, and that's going to allow people to actually trade properly. And you can't really piece all these clues together very properly if you're just learning things and you don't really know the data behind why they're working. So if we want to rate this course, I'll give this course a 4-star. It is a 4-star course. It is incredibly well done. It teaches good stuff. It is not just regurgitated stuff. It teaches stuff that you've learned elsewhere before, and I basically know elsewhere, but it's done very well, and it's done in a manner that's right? But the only major thing there is it needs a step-by-step system that's going to make it easier for people, and that's the only reason I'm not going to give it a 5-star, is because it's missing that ease to follow. Basically, it's going to be very difficult to be profitable after not following a very strict rule-based system like that. So guys, if you like that content, make sure you hit the like button in the bottom there and let me know how you guys liked KB's course. If you've bought it, if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong. If you guys want to join into a Discord, there's a link in the description there. It's also a Signal group, and I sell my own course if you guys are interested in that. I have listened to a lot of courses and a lot of them suck. This was a pretty good course. Mine might be better, I don't know.